Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Sweden. I am Jenny, and I am pleased to be here with you today to bring you the latest news and events from around the country. Thank you for joining us, and let's get started. A recent seminar held at the Riksdag, the Swedish parliament, highlighted concerns about the influence of Islamists, specifically the Muslim Brotherhood, on the country's Muslim community. Sami Egyptson, a doctor of theology, presented his dissertation on global political Islam and its impact on Sweden's Muslim population. According to Egyptson, politicians have done Sweden's Muslims a disservice by supporting extremist groups that do not represent the community's diverse views. About 50 listeners, including members of parliament from the governing parties and the Sweden Democrats, attended the seminar organized by Robert Hanna from the Liberals. However, no one from the opposition had signed up. Robert Hanna regrets the lack of participation from the opposition, saying it is sad that no one there wants to listen to his research. Egyptson argues that the Muslim Brotherhood, an international Sunni Muslim network, has infiltrated Sweden's Muslim community and is using public funds to promote their ideology. Egyptson's thesis: Global Political Islam? The Muslim Brotherhood and the Islamic Confederation in Sweden was approved at Lund University just 2 weeks ago. He describes it as the result of 20 years of work and argues that the Muslim Brotherhood's ideological goals conflict with liberal democracy. According to Egyptson, the Swedish association has made itself a public mouthpiece for the Muslim Brotherhood by starting schools, youth associations, and student associations that receive Swedish tax funds. He warns that this gives a wrong image of Muslims in general and empowers extreme groups. After several reports circulated that the statue of Gunnar Gren would be moved from Gamla Ullevi, the Cultural Administration of Gothenburg has issued a statement clarifying that the statue will remain on the site. In a debate post by Lars Renang, former chairman of the Gothenburg Alliance, he expressed his concern about the possible removal of Gunnar Gren's statue in favor of a new artwork that pays tribute to Swedish women's football. However, the Cultural Administration has confirmed that both the statue and the new artwork will be on display for visitors to see in the future. Cecilia Borgström Falth, head of unit for Göteborg Art, Cultural, said that the statue of Gunnar Gren will not be moved away from Gamla Ullevi. Instead, a slight adjustment of his location in areas in front of the entrance may be necessary to accommodate the new artwork. This adjustment will not affect the statue's presence at the site. Ullevi is women's football's national arena and an important place for the history of women's football in Gothenburg and Sweden. Therefore, it is fitting to have a new artwork celebrating Swedish women's football added to the site. The slight adjustment of the statue's location will make it possible for both the statue of Gunnar Gren and the new artwork to fit in front of the entrance.
Scare propaganda and sensational claims are risking diverting attention from many important problems that really need to be addressed here and now, says Moa Johansson, Associate Professor at the Department of Data Science and AI at Chalmers. Among others, Johansson points out that AI systems are not infallible, and their responses depend on the data they are provided with during their training. Unfortunately, data is often a skewed representation of reality, and it leads to biased AI systems. Additionally, there's a debate on how AI should be used, such as whether or not it should make decisions about who should be invited for a job interview, granted a visa, or allowed into a country. Furthermore, education and the labor market need to be adapted when more work tasks can be automated, and AI systems should be regulated and used responsibly. Johansson was responding to an article by Al Hagström, who raised concerns about the new AI chatbot ChatGPT, which is now available to the public. Hagström claimed that leading AI companies are playing Russian roulette with humanity's survival by developing AI agents that are a direct threat to humanity's existence. However, many AI researchers and developers do not share Hagström's opinion. ChatGPT is an impressive AI tool that uses a combination of a database and smart use of statistics to generate answers that best match the user's question. However, it does not understand why it provides the answers it does. Devdutt Dupashy, a professor at the Department of Data Science and AI at Chalmers, says that AI technology will generate a lot of good when used responsibly. For example, AI systems based on the same underlying technology as ChatGPT are already being used to find molecules with the right properties for new drugs. However, AI systems need to be regulated and used responsibly. The EU's forthcoming AI Act is a step in this direction, and its content should be continuously adapted to technological development.
Flags have been flying at half-mast across police stations in Sweden today, after the tragic news of Stockholm's regional police chief, Mats Löfving's death. Löfving was found dead at his home in Norrköping on Wednesday evening.
According to reports, the alarm was raised by SOS Alarm at 7 p.m. about an injured person indoors, which turned out to be Mats Löfving. His death is being investigated by the police to find out what happened.
The news has left many in shock and mourning, including his family, colleagues, and friends. Former National Police Chief Björn Eriksson was a close friend of Löfving and spoke about the news.
Eriksson called Löfving on Wednesday afternoon without getting any answer. He said, "I didn't sleep very well last night. I think it feels hard." He also mentioned that Löfving was a friend of his for a long time, and they recently met for lunch last week.
Löfving's death has also received condolences from many politicians, including Minister of Justice Gunnar Strömmer, who wrote, "It is with sadness that I have received the tragic news that Stockholm's regional police chief Löfving has passed away. My thoughts to his relatives and colleagues."
The police authority observed a minute's silence at 12:00 on Thursday, and condolence books have been rewritten in the media, which will be exhibited. The police have also mentioned that their focus is now to ensure that affected colleagues and relatives get the support they need.
Meanwhile, Chief of the National Police Anders Thornberg commented on the death in a press release during the evening. He said, "It's in the situations you need people of flesh and blood. To save a life could not pass away. It is incredibly tragic."
The death has come as a shock to many, especially at a time when the police agency has been facing a lot of criticism since December. However, Eriksson chose not to comment on the matter, saying, "When it comes to the mess that has surrounded the police agency since December, I don't have much to add."
This is a tragic loss for the police department and the country as a whole. Our thoughts are with Löfving's family and friends during this difficult time. That's all for today's news on Good Morning Sweden. Thank you for tuning in and staying up to date on the latest stories. If you found this broadcast informative, please like, comment, and follow us to stay connected and continue to receive the latest news updates. We appreciate your continued support and look forward to bringing you more news and insights in the future. Have a great day.